What's going on, Patriots? How y'all guys doing? Welcome to another edition of, you guessed it, Joel Davis Media Network. Tonight we're going in uh different on this show. We're doing crime news, but we're gonna talk about the recent crime that has happened in the entertainment world. Rapper Takeoff dying tragically at 28. Now, in tonight's episode, I'm going to be discussing the real uh, dangers of being a part of blackistan, and also of having the blackistan mentality when you say that you have finally made it out of blackistan. And we're going to also look at some other tragic uh, celebrities in the rap community that recently lost their lives. And it's going to go back to the same mentality. You got to watch how you move. It's just how it is. So, with that intro, y'all go ahead on, roll up, get you your favorite beverage, everything you need, and get prepared to get an education on what it's like being in Blackistan, with a mixture of me reporting this and my own personal stories, being out there hustling in the streets like I used to when I was a young buck, doing what I ain't God knows didn't need to be doing. And that being said, let's jump into the show, man. What is going on, my Patriots? How you guys doing? My lighting is not as bright as it normally is. Let me see what I could do here. Bring some light to the forefront. All right, a little bit of light. Yeah, my light is not as bright as it normally is. Sorry about that. I had to do some rearranging of lighting. 1 second here. Hopefully, I'm not lagging too bad tonight. I'm hoping everybody having a good evening. I know I am. Want to say that the day was just long. I tried to do a report on this on the fly a second time, but I just kept getting interrupted. Had things going on with the family, but now since things done calmed down, I'm definitely going to go in. Uh, Want to say my condolences goes to Takeoff family and bandmates. It's kind of like the Beatles dying. It's just the black version. A lot of people think, you know, these guys were like mumble rappers, but I love music. Okay, so they weren't mumble rappers. They actually had their own flow, their own style, and they didn't really talk a lot about violence, but they didn't talk about nothing too positive either. So anyway, the reason why I'm doing this show because I want to highlight some issues that is starting to become apparent, especially with black musicians, especially ones from Blackistan. It seems like they cannot let the hood go. no matter how much success they have this remorse of being successful is wrong, which to me is why I keep seeing them doing the things they're doing. So, with that being said, let's jump into the festivities here of what's going on in tonight's story. So, give me one moment. Trying to make sure there's no lag. All right, let's jump into my other channel. Again, sorry for the lighting. I will definitely have more lighting later. Just right now, y'all gotta bear with me. All right, let's see here. Now I'm about to blow up the screen of what the young man had on before he murdered. We're gonna do what you call a timeline. Okay, what has happened and how did it and how things went. So give me 1 second here. Let's see. Yeah, I know. Everybody said I look smurfy. I know, man. I like I said, I couldn't help it. In one of those situations, wife was like, we had love stuff. So, I'm gonna show this picture here. I'm gonna break down what this gentleman was wearing and how we arrived to this point. Give me 1 second here. Go ahead on and put this pic up here, and we're gonna go and do what you call a breakdown. And sorry about my dogs in the background. I don't know what's going on tonight. So, I can't. I couldn't enlarge it. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to do another one. I didn't get a good look at the pic. Hold on. All right. Let me see if I can find his last post. All right. So this one's probably a better image. So let me copy that address. Y'all give me one moment. All right. So unfortunately, I cannot get this thing to blow up. So I'm just gonna do it like this here. See if I can just get the picture by itself. All right, so I'm not gonna read this article. I just want to try to get the picture because for some reason it won't let me get the picture like it's supposed to be with his last picture. Let me see here. All right, so here's the picture right here in question. All right, now y'all see this? This kid got. Let me see if I can zoom in on this picture some kind of way. All right, this kid, which is a grown man, he's 28. It's got ice all around him, ice on his neck, all this jewelry, right? Well, here's the problem. Is that I know he says in an interview before in the past that he's always been low key and keep to himself. But you can't be in no new city, anybody's city rather, with all that ice on, with all that jewelry on. Right there, you already bringing yourself attention. Now, here comes some more stuff that they're not reporting. Because I'm going to report the article in a minute. And I'm finna point to you some of these characters that they were dealing with throughout the day. So I'm finna show y'all what it is. Only place where you're gonna get real news, where people are really breaking it down. Okay? Really breaking it down. Now, there's always been a rumor. It's been like that for the longest. That when you go into Houston, Texas, all rappers, you got to check in, used to check in with this guy here. Now, this guy that I am about to present to you is J Prince. Okay? J Prince owns Rap A Lot Records. Now, if you listen to rap back in the day, like Scarface and Willie D and the Ghetto D Boys, just the older generation, people that was born in my era in the 80s and in the 70s, he was that dude. Now, I know a lot of y'all that's following me that interested in this report because I know y'all hearing all about this and probably curious about what the hell is going on because I'm going to give you news like no one else. Checking in is a way for rap artists, usually who is popular in black hip hop culture, that if you goes to somebody's city, let's say I'm from Atlanta and I want to party and chill in he wasn't. I'm about to get to that, Deshaun. I want to party and chill in let's say Miami. I have to go and have a sit down with one of the underworld or gangsters or whoever that run that part of Miami, so I don't get my pockets ran through. I don't have no smoke or no static. I can perform in peace, hang out, even if it is in the gutter places or the strip club or deal with this girl or that girl. I'm in peace because I checked in and I'm being shown around and chaperoned by the people that I checked in with. A lot of cases in the past, a lot of rappers had to pay money to check in. Still do to this day. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of like the mafia, bro. You gotta pay some tithes, pay some dues. Hey man, you want to party here? You want to be safe? Okay, that's fine. Now again, this is only in the culture of blackistan, because I promise you right now, Garth Brooks came to Houston, Texas. He wouldn't have to check in. If Lady Gaga came to Houston, Texas, she wouldn't have to check in. Billie Eilish went to Houston, Texas. She wouldn't have to check in. Shoot. Who else can we name? Rihanna went to Houston, Texas. She wouldn't have to check in. But unfortunately, in the hip hop world, we the only genre, blackistan, that believes in the check in thing like the mafia back in the day. If you didn't know about the mafia back in the day, even with black entertainers, if they performed, they had to check in certain places where the mob owned. And if the mob was a fan of that black entertainer's music, they made sure that the black entertainer was well taken care of and didn't get messed with. But unfortunately, they couldn't check into the hotels. Give me 1 second, guys. Let something fall over. Hold on. I'm back. Had a little delay. So now let's get back to the new generation of this man here, Jay Prince. Jay Prince has a son that's named after him, named James Prince Jr., but they call him Jazz. Okay, so I'm going to show you a picture of Jazz. Jazz is basically was born with a platinum spoon in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? His daddy is rich as hell. He ain't really had to, you know what I'm saying, grind too much for nothing. Now don't get me wrong. I've heard that his dad taught him, discipline, stand up, don't be, don't be soft, do what you got to do and all that stuff. But again, he's now taking over the reins in the future for his dad. And now he's the guy that handles the check-ins in Houston, Texas. So if you're a rapper or one of these R&B singers, you got to check in with Jaws. That's right. Jaws Prince, a.k.a. Jay Prince Jr. Now, usually in the industry of hip-hop right now, for the past 10 years, I think. Oh, I'm about to get into that, Deshaun. He has been the guy that's been responsible to make sure that you are protected at all costs when you come into Houston. So if you're an entertainer and you in the, blackistan gangster entertainment, you look up with him, he say, yeah, man, I feel your music, blase, blase. He show you around, you have a good time. Oh, yeah, R&B too, Charles. Y'all do a little smoky, little toki. You know what I mean? Hang out with some of these as they would call bad bitches. How the blackistan like to say it. And then you go do your performance or wherever you hanging out at that night. And then he makes sure you safely arrive back to your original destination or the destination you're supposed to get to. Well, seems like that didn't happen this time. Because now we're about to go into the situation. So, Takeoff was hanging out with his uncle Quavo. And I'm finna show you a picture of Quavo. Okay? Work with me. Deshaun, I'm getting to all that, man. It's just hold your horses. I gotta break this down for my people, man. I know you own it, Deshaun, but a lot of people not own this, so I have to break it down because it's a whole new world. This is blackistan, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure my glacier gliders, all my ethnic groups know what the hell I'm talking about. So If you see this guy right here on the right, that is Takeoff's uncle. Name is Quavo. Quavo and him was a part of the three-man group that you see right here, the Migos. Now I'm going to show you their names again because I don't want you to get too confused. Left, this is Takeoff. Excuse me, not Takeoff, excuse me. The left is Offset, excuse me. Takeoff right here in the middle. And then you got Quavo. Now, they from Atlanta, Georgia. Lawrenceville, Georgia to be exact. Suburb out of Atlanta. You know, got themselves out there, made a life for themselves, family. All three of them is worth about $26 to $30 million a piece. Several good records, made several hits, classics, you name it. They did pretty good for themselves. All right. Well, y'all know what it is. Now, you good, Deshaun. You know how it goes. Like every group, even like the Beatles, when somebody thinks they bigger than the other, it could be because they got a better bitch now. It could be they making more money now. It could be they getting sought after more than the other person. They split up. Now, keep in mind, all three of these guys are related. They're family members. They are cousins. These are his cousins. That is his uncle. So I'm going to do it again. This guy here is cousins to these two. This guy here, Takeoff, is with his uncle. And that is his cousin next to him. Now, and I made it very clear. Everybody knows what we're doing with this. All right, so they break up. So, these two guys, I'm going back to them again, decided to make a own album called Unc and Few. That's just a term of saying nephew. So they've been doing good, getting a lot of hits on this album. They were invited. Again, I'll show you this guy. Oh, sorry. I clicked too quick. This guy, they was invited to his party. Hold on for 1 second. All right, I'm back. So, he has a party. Now, listen, guys. At the party, there was 40 to 50 people there. Put it back on me now again. Main screen. There were 40 to 50 people there. All right. When you have these after parties, and you are get invited to that, these after parties or these special type of parties with private party with celebrity, you are allowed to bring your own security. They are supposed to have security, and the people you checked in with is also supposed to have their security. So it's supposed to be triple security. Well, in this case, Quavo decided to play dice. Now, guys, let me tell y'all something. I said this earlier in my first original video about this. If your ass worth more than $1 million damn dollars, you have no business in a new city rolling dice with a bunch of shooters. I'm going to say it again. If you are worth more than $1 million, you have no business rolling dice in a non-casino area with a bunch of shooters. Okay? I'm just being honest with you. All right? Because we already know how it goes when there's the dice game going on, any gambling. people get in their feelings if they lose. Now, they said that the young man, Quavo, who is the uncle of the deceased, Takeoff, was getting his pockets ran through. Now, let me tell you what that means when they say pockets ran through or pockets broke off. That is a term of you're losing money at a rapid rate in the dice game. So, what's up, Sagittarius Dad? Because he was losing money at a rapid rate in the dice game, he started getting loud. What did I tell y'all every damn time? When you are in the midst of blackistan vultures, if you start coming with that blackistan behavior, it's going to get very dark. And it got very dark. Because we're talking about 2:30 in the morning. You're outside a bowling alley. And get this now. The bowling alley is located in the 5th Ward of Texas. Houston, Texas. I want to say it again. The 5th Ward. If you don't know what the 5th Ward is, you need to research it. It is not the best neighborhood in the world, okay? Yeah, it's got a lot of history, but they don't tell you the griminess of the 5th Ward, all right? It gets real in the field in the 5th Ward. You have people damn near breaking their neck in the 5th Ward when shit gets hot. It's not a great place for unexperienced gangsters, especially if you're not from around the area. And if you are going to visit the 5th Ward, you do not, by any means, act the damn fool. And allegedly, that what Quavo was doing. Because Quavo, like a lot of Atlanta niggas, yeah, I said the N-word tonight because they acting like niggas, went out here and fucked up. And so this what happened. These cats is looking like, oh, okay. Oh, you one of them dudes. Okay, we got you. So apparently, allegedly, they said the dude got tired of Quavo's mouth, and that entourage shot at Quavo entourage, and Quavo entourage shot back, but the friendly fire hit hit Takeoff the first time. And then when the other set of people started shooting back because of Quavo done shot back at them, they lit up Takeoff again. Over a fucking dice game. Over a goddamn dice game. That's right, over a fucking dice game. Can't make this shit up, man. Man dead on the scene. Now, here's what is disturbing, and I'm not gonna do it on this show, and I'm not even gonna do it on my when I tell y'all when I go raw and show footage. I'm not gonna do that. You know, I would never do raw footage on showing a dead body of anyone because that's somebody's loved one. I wouldn't want nobody to do that to me. But this is the new move. Exactly, Deshaun. Nothing but nigga shit. But we gonna get that in a minute. But either way it goes, this is becoming the new norm now. Where you got people as celebrities gunned down at an event or in a public area, and people just got their cell phones out trying to record. They ain't trying to do resuscitate. They're not trying to sit down and try to be there for the individual or some kind of support or something to keep them calm until the ambulance come. That's what they do. They record. And you know what else is hilariously sad? Not hilariously funny, but hilariously sad. Is that these the same motherfuckers that when the cops come to them face to face and ask them what did they saw and what did they detail or who did they saw what, I ain't saw nothing. I don't know nothing. But you recording everything though. You recording everything. Oh yeah, I know, Devin. Back in the day, you could. Back in those times. And another thing that makes me mad, especially in the black community, is that we are the only community that will go up here and cry and talk about how lovely someone like a Takeoff and talented he is, and he'll live on for our hearts forever. But then again, when shit hits the fan, we will not tell the police what happened. We will not give any details. And then the case goes unsolved. And the cycle begins again. So people are saying, "Oh man, being a rapper is a bad thing now." It's not like it used to be. No, 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 no. You can be a rapper, cause hell, I'm about to drop some tracks next month. Next year I'm gonna start my little rap album since I already done did a demo and released it to y'all and y'all liked it. It's the company you keep and how the fuck you move. I'm gonna say it again. It's the company you keep and how the fuck you move. Look at Bryson Gray. You don't ever hear Bryson Gray getting into somebody over a dice game after performing at a MAGA rally or at a concert. Look at another rapper, Tom MacDonald. You never hear Tom MacDonald getting in a shootout when he performed. You don't hear the Eminem's artist. Oh man, I forgot the white dude. Oh man, he's from Alabama. His name will come to me later. You don't hear about him getting in no shootout. Hell, you don't even hear about Eminem getting into no shootout. You don't hear the Red Hot Chili Peppers back in the day pulling out guns and fighting somebody over a gambling game of quarters. None of that shit happens because you know why? Because they move different. That's why they move different. Give me one moment, guys. I'm back, guys. My my wife just got in from the trip from Wally World, her and my daughter, so I had to greet them right quick. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, you don't see that country music. Have y'all ever seen Luke Bryan have to have a shootout on stage because people didn't like the fact that he sung better than them? I mean, I'm just trying to make it make sense to me. Have you ever heard of oh, what's his name? The Florida Georgia line get into it with Hootie and the Blowfish about who's got the best sound. I mean, I just don't get it. While we are the only group of people that have these problems, and let's talk about Jazz Prince, this gentleman that had the party. There's a video that's going around. I'm gonna try to put the link to that video below from TMZ because I don't want to get dinged. That he's seen the young man take off, dying, taking his last breath, and he just walked by this man like, whatever, dude. Ain't my problem. What do you mean? It was your party. You invited these cats. You told them to come through. You supposed to be the man that protect everybody in Houston. You supposed to be Mr. Mob Ties, Mr. I take care of everybody. Now you gonna have people questioning, well, should I be even in Houston? And by the way, I still say to this day that anybody that's going to want to gamble, and I don't care how much of a security team you got, whether it's professional or hitters from the street, you never go into a high crime city, especially when you in the hood and you on the balcony trying to gamble, because anything can happen in those situations, especially when you got all this jewelry on. I mean, people looking at you like, oh, okay, he think he's something. Cause people now got a very vengeful heart, bro. Dark hearted that. They don't care. They don't care what your status is. They don't care how long you've been doing what you've been doing. They want to do whatever they can to make you suffer because they can't get it like you get it. And you know I ain't lying. Give me one moment, let me shut my door. Now, here's also what's sad about this situation as well. And I'm gonna switch back here. Getting back to what happened to this young man losing his life. Him and his band members had him and his cousin, which is Offset, the one you see right here to the far left. They just broken up. Okay, they had some beef within the group with each other. I don't know what the beef was. Well, it was loyalty. That's what it was. I'll try to put a link in that as well on YouTube. It was loyalty. They had a beef about, and I think it was my man's Takeoff says that loyalty is everything, and he felt like they wasn't being loyal. And then they said the same thing about the same topic, loyalty. Now, word on the streets is that uh the one that I'm talking about in the far left, Offset wanted off the record label QC, and his wife, who is Cardi B, yeah, the one that made that nasty ass WAP song, paid for his departure. I guess paid out his contract. I don't know how much she paid out allegedly, but they said that's how she did it for him to be able to release his new music without being on QC. But we'll see. But now, it's a sad day. It's like I said, it's just like the black on the black Beatles, because they ain't gonna be the same without this dude. This dude kept them together. He the one that taught them really how to rap like that. They the one that had the cadence rap. He taught them how to do that. The young guy. He taught them how to rap like that. And now since he gone, they, what I'm saying, they ain't gonna have no fire. He was the guy that kept them together. But it's just sad how these rappers are dying at a bad rate. Now remember when we talked about the other kid that passed away? What was his name? We were talking about this in the chat. The kid that went to the Waffle House in Los Angeles. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'll look him up. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I gotta pull up his name. I forgot him, guys. You know I am not good with names. Sometimes, you know, these rappers got these funny ass names. PNB Rock, that was his name. PNB Rock. That cat, he got shot at Chova Chickens and Ruffles. Good night, Tommy. At Chicken and Waffles. Shared his location, told them about where he was gonna be at, and this is what happened. He is no longer with us. Left behind kids and all. And guess what? Y'all know what happened. Cause we did this story too. He was right there being recorded while taking his last breath. People ain't trying to do nothing to the man or get the man any kind of assistance. They out here recording. And this is becoming an ongoing thing in this culture. It really is, and it's sad. It really is sad. And people got to understand something, man. When you a celebrity, go back to my main camera here. When you a celebrity, you gotta move different. You know what I'm saying? That's even me as a YouTuber. If I get to the point that I got over 100, 150,000 subscribers, I walk in the store, people notice every time I'm in the store, hey, that's Joel. Hey, man, that's Joel Media, Davis Media Network. I got to move different now. People know me. I can't be out here crazy. You know what I'm saying? I got to protect myself a little bit. You know, I'm going to have to make sure that I have the right precautions to make sure that I'm good. And then if I blow up to be a million plus subscribers, like B Tatum and Candace Owens, you damn right I'm gonna move different. I'm gonna move with a security detail, and it's gonna be with somebody that know how to shoot. It ain't gonna be nobody that that's a criminal or one of the homies. I want someone that knows the gun laws, know when to engage and when to protect me. Not someone that just gonna be a idiot and mess around and hurt someone. And then here I am in a lawsuit where I'm in danger of losing all of the hard-earned money that I have worked hard for and earned. And here's another thing: when you get to that point, you should think like a business. Y'all see what's going on right now with Starbucks, right? Starbucks are moving out of blackistan faster than you can say what. You know why? Because they don't want to put themselves in danger of being sued. So you got to think like that, man. All right, let me go to this comment section. Hunter Cleveland said this needs to stop. I want these artists to live up to their twilight years, but their lives are getting cut way too short. This has been happening since the late 80s and early 90s. This needs to stop. Yeah, you're right, Hunter. And Hunter, you think that after Biggie Smalls and Tupac passed away, that a lot of these so-called record execs would teach these young folks. No, they're from Georgia originally, Sonia. Would teach them folks how to young people how to move. But they don't. See, it used to be back in the day, they used to have a class to prepare you on how to speak as an artist, how to take interviews, how to handle yourself. Even when you was a rapper, everybody went through that class on how to handle the media. Even Tupac went through it. You fast forward today, you got these big time record labels trying to get distribution deals between these artists, because artists now know how to, your today's artist is independent. If just like, let's say for instance me, I could put out a whole album right now. It can start popping like crazy. I could get like 1 million damn plays or something, make all this money, turn around, make my own label, just shop for a distribution deal, do a split with the distribution. I might tell him, you know what? I give you 30, I take 70. Or he might say, hey man, I want 40, you take 60. Whatever the distribution deal winds up to be, I make sure I own my own publishing. and my masters, boom, y'all, bam. I can do what the hell I want to because I'm my own entity. So that's why a lot of these young rappers out here try to live that street life because in their mind they like, shit, I can still rap and be in the streets. I can still go up here and gang bang like I was a broke motherfucker. And in the end, that's when they get caught up. That's when they lose their lives. That's when everything comes crashing down. That's when they get everything confiscated that they ever owned. Feds on their case. Look at Casanova. Same thing happened to Casanova, the rapper in New York. He couldn't leave that street life alone. He was still stuck in character. So much in character that now his ass looking at 30 plus years. One of his boys already done got 20 plus years. You can't make it up, man. Sonya say, either they can't leave the hood or they want to prove they're still down. Yeah, you're right, Sonya. Like they told me before, my grandmother used to tell me something all the time. She said you can take the hood out of some people, but you said you can take some people out the hood, but you just can't take the hood out of them. And that's facts. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me close my door again. I'm back. So I mean, that's just what it is, man. I mean, and that's just facts. I'm gonna listen and see what some of the comments was. Uh, how many times have I heard or said these rappers should be buying houses in the hood and helping it to better it? I guess that's not the wave. Devin, they have, but the problem with that is that when they start doing that, like Nipsey Hussle did, they get comfortable. They want to hang in the hood. They want to show that they still are there for the community, and then they get gunned down in a blaze of glory. Because it only takes one person to hate on you. That's all it takes. You can have 99 people, 99% of everybody loving you to death, but that's that 1%. That's all it takes to fuck you over. Man, I can't stand that motherfucker. My man said, is wondering that there are. Okay, let me see here. Uh, Cleveland said Casanova Dawn, the rapper who sounds like Tupac. Yeah, look, yeah, Casanova the Don. He kind of sounds like Tupac, but he from New York. He a young cat. But yeah, he got caught up too. Same way, man. You can't live that life, man. You cannot rap and be a gangster. It just doesn't work. You just can't. I mean, you just can't at all. You know, me and my wife was talking about that the other day. You gotta choose a life. It's just like somebody saying they're gonna work at Wall Street, right? But then in the daytime, but at night they going out here and robbing people and doing robbing banks. That shit makes no sense. You work at Wall Street. You make 400,000 a year. Why the fuck are you running around robbing banks? You know why? Because you trying to get some kind of you trying to live that fantasy. You trying to get that street cred, man. Some shit that never be true. And unfortunately, in this case, that's what we're seeing with a lot of these rappers. And another thing about these rappers, um, another kid that died this year, um, Jada Youngin, young boy from New Orleans, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Excuse me. Guess what happened? He got killed in his own city. How did he get killed, Joel? I tell you how he got killed. When you driving around $135,000 Corvette and you pull in to your mama house, sticking out like a blue thumb, like a sore thumb now, because nobody else in that neighborhood that she just moved to got $135,000 car. Everybody barely can afford the damn on what they call that shit, the SC Camry that my wife likes. That's what everybody mostly drive in that neighborhood. And here you is with a $135,000 car. All it takes is somebody to make one call to somebody. Yo, man, he up here. Yeah, his car in the yard. Oh, really? Next thing you know, hot ones coming to Jay Young, and he's not coming back with us. And I think they almost got his daddy, because his daddy was also got shot too. So that just let you know, man, you got to watch how you walk and how you move. Same thing with the young the young rapper that got killed in Atlanta this year. Shout out to rest in peace to Trouble. Messing with the wrong type of woman or whatever, giving her the beats. She done probably told him that she over with this dude, but this dude was still living at the premises. He goes in, he see this man in his woman's bed, you know, he gonna freak out. One thing lead to another. Now Trouble's dead, and this dude now looking at second-degree murder and a crime of passion. And he can't say defense. I'm doing self-defense because you came into the residence and you didn't allow the man to get out. You confronted and put paws on the man first when he wasn't even threatening you. I was just arguing. You get what I'm saying with this? People ain't thinking, bro. Let me see what else they got. Modern Southern Belle said they worth $80 million as a group. They worth about $80 million because I know Takeoff, the one that passed away, got the most money. He flipped this money because he never really had no kids or nothing like that. So he was worth about $40 million. And the other ones were worth about $20 million. I think what his name? Offset, because he married to Cardi B, just recently got his net worth up a little bit more. He's now worth about almost $30 million because the word on the street is he brought his masters out and stuff from brought some of his content, some of his stuff that he made that was on the Migos album as his own. So we'll see. Yeah, that's a high number. Charles Davis said, I went to school with an excellent basketball player, kept his old friends who are not his friends, just hangers on, and he died in alley buying drugs. That how you left. Charles, remember what I told you? Remember what I said on this channel? If you surround yourself as a rich person with broke motherfuckers, you will be broke. But if you a broke motherfucker and you sign your wrist and surround yourself with people that got money, you gonna learn how to get money. That's just common sense. Mark said the Boondocks call it an N-word moment. BM ended up dead for little or no reason. No, Modern Southern Belle, is a nigga moment. And you know why it is? Because my great grandma taught me two things. There's two type of black people in this world. There are black Americans and there's niggas. This right here is being ignorant and being on some nigga shit. You know good and damn well that you are in a place where there is violence, where there is people that is quick to get ignorant for no reason, always looking for an easy come up and don't have no kind of love or things in their heart. And what happens every time? Your ass get lit the fuck up and you're the victim. This young man was a bystander trying to hang out with Unc because Unc wanted to be the man in the crowd. I got all this money. I got 7,000. You think, hey, I don't care, man. You ain't gonna take $7,000 from me. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like my great grandma used to tell me, man. Only gamble what you can afford. If you know you can't afford to spend $7,000, then don't be gambling no $7,000. And in fact, if you want to gamble, you got money. Take your ass to the casino. Everybody do that. You supposed to be a real baller. Go to the casino. Shit. You should have it on credit, man. You know how to play craps. I mean, hell, dice is just like playing craps. Ain't no different. See what they say. Let's also think about the fact that this oppressed race of millionaires are not victims of white male rage. You right. You are right. You said it right in a nutshell. It is not the white man that I fear when I'm in a bad neighborhood. It's the brother that look just like me with the black gloves and the black jacket, and all of a sudden I keep seeing him reaching his pocket while he looking at me. That who brings fear in my heart. I ain't worrying about the white man with the rebel flag and the damn long hair and the or the nice cut and the MAGA hat, because all he gonna do is say, "Hey, buddy, you all right? You need help? I'm right here for you." He ain't gonna try to jump me and shit. Hell, if he's barbecuing, he gonna offer me some damn food. I mean, I'm just saying. I just don't be getting it when they say that that we are so oppressed, but yet still we millionaires that made it out the hood and we keep trying to go back to the hood for whatever reason. I don't know. Charles said if I was rich, I would keep it very low profile. No one would know. That was so sad about this kid. He was a low profile kid. He ain't had no girlfriend, he ain't had no loose kids. I mean, he probably banged a couple of chicks here and there or whatever, but he was a private dude. But, you know, wrong place, wrong time, wrong company. Don Brady said you can't take any of that with you when they bury you. Sure can't. Even the dog said hell no to the bullshit. Yeah, Don Brady, he's very vocal tonight. Uh Martin Sotherbell said same. I've never feared anyone other than my own people, unfortunately. Yep, he's testifying tonight, guys. You right though. You only fear the people that looks like us. I mean, well, y'all see it on the news all the time. Just like now, I gotta play a clip, man. I'm glad y'all said something. I gotta play a clip right quick from the police chief about what's going on with the investigation of young Takeoff being murdered. And I want you to hear what this fool said about his crime. Hold on for a second. Hold on for 1 second. I want you to hear what this fool said. Oh my God. I mean, I gotta find this. All right, I'm gonna see if I can get it right here and see what he say this part. Give me 1 second here. All right, I'm finna pause this where it's starting. I'm finna share it with y'all, and I'm gonna break it down a little bit. Let's go to my other camera. And again, my apologies about my dog barking tonight. I'm trying to get my son to take him on a walk right quick. All right, guys, I'm finna play this clip and see and break down what this man is saying about the recent events that took place at this party. Hold on. But before I start, give me 1 second. But all right, I'm back. So we're gonna play this clip. Hold on for 1 second. I don't know. I think my joint stuck. All right. All right, it's moving. All right, let me see what it's doing now. Get them to play this. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. It's free. Hit the like button. It is free. You ain't gotta pay nothing to hit the like button. All right. I don't think I'm gonna get this to play. Yeah, I probably. Yeah, I'm not gonna get this to play. But I'm going to look at something else. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull this other video. All right, I'm gonna probably skim through it a little bit. We're gonna go. It's 38 minutes long, but I'm not gonna play the 38-minute part, the whole part. I'm just gonna skim through and play parts of the interview that we can actually dissect. So I'm not gonna play all of it because that's a long time. I'm not gonna put y'all through that. But I want to play the part where this cat talking about how he thinks it's safe to be in Houston. So let me play some of this and see what they say. Again, hit the like button. The likes is free. Oh yeah, CNN covered too. Oh, CNN all over. You know, come on, Charles. You know CNN over this, man. They blackistan supporters. Talk about they all over it. I don't know what's going on tonight. I'm about to get out of my YouTube. No one, I got lag and stream and everything. Hold on, guys. I got lag for days. Go up here. Well, I'll be glad when I do make some money. I can get a better computer, man. We had 22 in the building, baby. 22. That's the most we had ever. Getting hot. It's getting hot in here. 22, man. Wife said cool. Shout out to everybody support, man. Charles said, I don't watch any news. No need it, man. Oh, we know. Because we research it, man. That's why we know more than the news. All right. Let's get to this now. YouTube gonna get you every time. Everything that you need. That's why I look at YouTube. Yeah, we do try to tell the truth. Shoot, YouTubers done help police officers solve investigations. When people don't want to talk, because people talk to a blogger, show will in a heartbeat. They'll get on the show, talk to the blogger, but won't talk to the police like that. Crazy thing I ever seen. So you'll tell me everything, but you won't tell the people with the badge nothing. It's crazy. All right, so since it don't want to play that way, I'm gonna play it on my phone. That's what I'm gonna do. So we'll do it the old school way. Remember last time, guys? I played on my phone. So y'all gonna listen to it that way. So let me go ahead on here and fire up my phone and put it to the mic and let y'all hear it that way. So let me get back on main camera. We gonna talk about what this cat's saying. Give me one sec.
Last mic check. That's by me. Here we go. Mic check 1, 2. Mic check, check, check. Mic check, mic check. Looking good. Yeah. All right.
All right, look like it finally came up. Took it forever. Hold on, guys. Let's get back. Let's switch screens. All right, now it came up. Now I'm gonna try to break this down a little bit. Hold on. All right, I don't like it that way. We going back to my idea. I know how I am. All right. So y'all gonna hear this clip right quick. Then after that, y'all tell me what y'all think. Here we go. All right, I don't like it that way. We going back to my idea. I know how I am. All right. So y'all gonna hear this clip right quick.
My accomplishment with AMU is very much the art of the possible. This is something that you can do as a full-time husband. You can do this. Good afternoon, everyone. Chief Finner. The mayor's here today in support, as always, in our city, providing everything we need and some resources. He's received a few calls, just as I did, and he wanted to stand, so he'll be here to make a statement later if he wants, or definitely here to answer questions. So let me speak to the human element first before we do anything. I spoke to this young man's mother just an hour ago. Flew in here from out of town. I want everybody to understand the pain, the suffering of a mother. Very tough. And I told her, as we stand with any victim of violence, or any homicide victim, their family, we stand with them in this city, in this police department, and everybody that's standing behind me. I want to thank our homicide unit under the direction of Commander Spears for doing great work time and time again.
So, as you heard, this young man's mom has flown in from Atlanta. Want to get information like any other mother would. What happened to my child? What was what happened with this? What are y'all doing to make sure that this get taken care of and we don't probably have this problem to another family that's in the entertainment industry like this again. So let me fast forward right quick and let me find the good part. Hold on. All right, so on this part, you got the investigator that's talking about what happened and what they got when they respond to the actual call.
I'm sorry, billiard and bowling alley. From there, we were notified that there was a single male who was shot and pronounced deceased on the scene on the third level, just outside the front door. We were also informed that two other individuals had reported themselves by personal vehicle to local area hospitals on their own. Both of them with non-life-threatening injuries, but a 23-year-old male and a 24-year-old female. Like I said, both of them are going to be okay, and we have spoken and gotten information from them to help us in this investigation. But the officers arriving on the scene, initial statements from employees working at the establishment notified us that there was an incident that occurred after the party had ended. There was a private party that was booked out for the event. And then after that ended, there was a large group of people who gathered at the front door area just outside of the building. And it led to an argument where the shooting took place from the disagreement. A lot of the people that were there fled the scene and did not stick around to give a statement. So we're asking them to either call us at the Homicide Division at 713-308-3600, or if they would like to remain anonymous, they can call Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. We're looking for any information at this time.
All right, I had to stop it there. News flash. You are dealing with blackistan minded individuals. You're not going to get no information. Now, you probably will, by watching the uh the actual interwebs and social media and stuff, but you're not gonna get it from the mouths of these people. Why? Because they are taught in their mind not to talk to you. Because talking to you would call them a snitch, would call them bad, even though they wasn't even part of whatever was going on. So that's just what's gonna have to happen. That's why cops are relying so heavily on social media and these rap lyrics and stuff like that now. Because what choice do they have? You go and you try to talk to witnesses or people in the neighborhood, they don't want to talk because they scared. So you have to do your own due diligence. I mean, I'm just being honest about it. Let's see what else we got going on with that.
Our city, Houston, and every brother and sister in the neighborhoods, I'm calling you to action, to step up. There were 40 people at least at this event. People left possibly out of fear. I ask you one thing, and I want this to resonate with everybody. What if it was your brother? What if it was your son? You would want somebody to step up. So please step up, get the information to us so we can bring some closure to this family who's hurting right now. When weather turns extreme, massive and rapidly intense.
All right, so you heard that from him. He's like, "Hey, we need y'all to come forward." Nobody's not gonna come forward, Chief. Again, this is blackistan. This ain't like the neighborhood watch in the suburban areas over here in you know what I'm saying, these other areas, glacier glider areas, the um you know um the ombre areas, the Asian persuasion areas, the red dot areas, aka the Indian aka, yeah, I said the Indian chief areas. I don't give a damn, you're Indian. Ain't got time for that indigenous people shit. Either way it goes, they're not gonna talk. That they're not like that. They don't do that. They're not gonna come forward. They're gonna keep their mouth shut. Because why? Because us in Blackistan, we want to be ignorant and crazy. That's what we want to do. We want to keep it real at all costs. But don't you worry though. We'll reach out to one of our favorite bloggers and tell him the whole story of what happened. Now, here is another story that was screenshot of what happened. Somebody had wrote, and then after that, we're gonna wrap this up again. Rest in peace to this young man. It's sad that I have to do these reports, but I just want to teach everybody and let everybody know how real it is out there in the entertainment industry right now. This ain't just happening in Blackistan on the streets. This is happening right here at your local entertainment areas. That's what's going on. This kid was at a party. At a party. That's where he was at. A party he was invited to. He did everything right. He checked in. Supposed to been hanging with the guy that's supposed to be protecting him that was checking in. And as soon as the party was over, that dude was like, "You on your own, motherfucker. I'm good now. Did my part." Sad but true. I'm just so glad that, I don't work like that. When the guys I hung out with back in the day that did check-ins with artists that was trying to blow up, and I'm not gonna drop no names because, what I'm saying, I don't do no name drop. But the guys I hung out with, they took care of those artists. When them artists came in the Flow Town, South Carolina, Charlotte, they got taken care of. You got checked in. They looked out for you, escort you back to your damn airport or wherever your limo, and you went about your business. But this new generation, they ain't doing that. Hell to the nah. hold on. I'm trying to find that text message. All right. So this right here is out of Hip Hop Canada. I'm going to read what this person wrote. Now this is the person that allegedly was at the party. Now a lot of people talked about this one. I'm going to go and switch on scenes now about this person that did this texting about what happened. And a lot of people are mad with that person because they were like, why they stealing? That's dry snitching. See what I'm talking about right there? They love saying that, man. Only in the hood. That's dry snitching. They ain't got no business talking about that. Okay. But yet still, y'all gonna talk about the dude was such a good person, but you don't wanna find the person who did it because you too busy don't want to be considered dry snitching. I'm telling you, man, blackistan is a twisted world, bro. Really is. I'm glad I got out of it. It's a twisted world, man. It will make you want to pull your hair out. These people crazy in blackistan. All right, let me go and read this text message. And it's right here on Twitter. I don't know if y'all can see it. I will try to put the link in it below for y'all to see it. Or about the Houston shooting. I try to get my sources tonight and try to put it in the in there below. But let me read to you guys what the person said before we wrap this out. So Quavo was shooting dice. All right. And he was getting his pockets broke off bad. So dude had an attitude. And he tried getting aggressive with the wrong mob ties nigga. Not gonna drop names. And the dude got on his ass. Then somebody they was with jumped up, and that's when everybody bunched up. Then shots just started ringing. But they were coming from somebody Migos was with. But he was shooting wild and hit Takeoff on accident. And then that other nigga started shooting back. And I think he got hit again. But ultimately, his own niggas killed him. Because when he got hit the first time, I seen his body just drop. Quavo was plexed up over some small shit. It really wasn't worth it. Takeoff was the coolest, quietest nigga in the room the whole time. He wasn't saying a word, just chilling in the cut. He didn't even know what was going on. He just jumped up and got shot out of nowhere. Houston for sure about to be a no-fly zone because mob supposed to be protecting these artists. And they showed the picture the moment before. Again, rest in peace to Kershnick Carey Ball. That was Takeoff's real name. And my condolences to his mama. You know, that's a lot to take in. You know, you went up here, you done raised this child to be 28 years old. You know what I'm saying? His mother's probably, I don't know, probably 45-ish, 44, 45-ish, something like that. You know, you done raised this kid to be to become you know, you nourish his talent. And he's supposed to be with his uncle, your little brother, who probably have told you time and time again, oh, I got him, sis. I got him, sis. I ain't gonna never let nothing happen to Takeoff. And this is what happens. And this is why you can't act wild, man, allegedly. You know, you can't act wild in these situations. There was a time that I had to learn the hard way when I was growing up in Blackistan. And I was just turned 18. I was shooting quarters. Don't know what quarters is. You take the quarters and you put it up against the brick wall. And you could make the quarters $1 per quarter. You can make it $5 a quarter. I think we were doing like $20 quarters, right? So whoever quarter got closest to the wall, you take everybody else's quarters. So you can get up to 4 to 5 people to play because you want to rack up. So I racked up one time. I got $100, and they was like, "Hey, you want to do this again?" I'm like, "Hell yeah, I do it again." You know. And then when I did it again, I started losing. and I lost my money. And then I put another 100 in, and I lost that money too. So here I am, and lost $300 damn. So I'm mad with the world, and I want to fight jokers and shit because I'm thinking they cheating and all that bullshit. Well, let's just put it to you this way. I learned my lesson that day because it was about to get real. Because if it wasn't for my cousin that pulled me to the side and said, "Yo, Joel, you don't want to do that, man. These guys about that life. You ain't ready because you ain't about that life. They about that life. They carry heavy artillery. So that just goes to show you that you can't let your emotions get the best of you when you're dealing with a game or anything where you betting money. And if your emotions is like that, you don't need to be involved. That's just facts, man. But anyway, again, rest in peace to brother Quavo, man. Um, this is gonna be a very tough loss for hip hop. And the reason why I say it's gonna be tough for hip hop because these kids actually did something that a lot of the other ones didn't have a chance to do yet. They actually started a trend. That the new cadence rap that you hearing now, they started that. They the one that came up with that. And the young man that got killed, he was the one that perfected the style. And now that's all he is. But he says something on Drinks Champs, guys. And I'm gonna try to put that link too. I'm gonna try to put a lot of links about this, what we talked about in this topic later on, probably by tomorrow, sometime tomorrow evening. He said something that really stuck with me. He said when he was on Drink Champs, "Give me my flowers now, because I don't want them when I'm dead." Because they were talking about how him and his cousin, his uncle, was like a pioneer along with his cousin Offset, and now here he is, dead at 28. Didn't have a chance to get kids, didn't have a chance to get married, none of that. So sad. Anyway, guys, get in the comment section, um, and tell me what do you think that needs to be done to make sure that these artists are protecting themselves. Do you think that they need to go back to the old school way where they had someone preparing them how to handle media and how to move differently and have security? Uh, do you also think this checking in thing? Do you think that it needs to be stopped and exposed? Because now there's a lot of uh, artists that's checking in on the hip hop side are getting to be killed or injured instead of being protected. And last but not least, do you think because of if allegedly Quavo, the uncle of this young man, was the one that started the fight with the other guys about him getting his money loss in gambling, do you think that he's going to have survivor's guilt because of what happened to his nephew? Just jump in the comment section and tell me what y'all think, because y'all always vocal as always. Also, to be respectful in the comment section. Don't act the damn fool. Oh, thank you very much, Deshaun. I appreciate it. Also, guys, do me a quick favor as well. Be watching out for some new shirts this weekend. I'm gonna put those up as well. I'm gonna try to do some cool Trump either Thanksgiving, probably Trump on Christmas, Patriot Christmas shirts, and I'm gonna try to see if I could do some other cool memes that y'all been liking a lot of. Post them back on the spot so y'all can buy the shirt. And tomorrow we will go back to talking about politics. Y'all know midterms coming up next week. I have secured a spot to do politics for 2 straight days with y'all. That's right. My wife is looking at me like, "Oh hell no, nah. No you didn't," when I told her, but she's laughing to herself. But yeah, 2 straight nights of where I'm going to be giving y'all an update of who won what, who won governor, who won this, who won that, and how it's going to impact the rest of the country. So again, please like, share, subscribe. I love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'm taking my black ass to bed. I'm out.